Today we're going to talk about how to optimize your roofing website for conversions, right? Conversion rate optimization is an important and an often overlooked aspect of web development. So to start here, let's this is part of our digital dominance method webinar series. So this is a monthly webinar series that we put on around different aspects about how to dominate online in your roofing business. We call it becoming the go-to roofer, or the best known roofer, right? And in that, there's going to be search engine optimization, pay-per-click, advertising, retargeting, pay-per-lead services, social media advertising, social media marketing, and how all of these things kind of flow together to create a consistent lead flow for your roofing business. So a little housekeeping quick, and I'll do this too, is turn off your cell phone or put it on do not disturb. Drop mine on do not disturb here. If you're serious, turn off Facebook. I know you're probably all surfing. If you're serious about, increasing the lead flow that you pull from your website, the next 60 minutes can be critical to your business. So who am I and why you should listen to me? I've been doing roofing marketing, digital marketing for roofing contractors for many years. We only do digital marketing for roofing contractors. This is what I do day in and day out. I'm the co-author of the book, Internet Marketing for Roofing Contractors, How to Triple Your Sales and Turn Your Website into a Lead Generation Machine. I speak at lots of industry events coming up, like at Wind to Storm. I'm on the marketing panel there. I am also the host of the Roofing Success podcast. I hope you guys are fans of that. Drop a 1 in the chat if you listen to the Roofing Success podcast. We're also members of the NRCA and have helped many roofing contractors succeed in their digital marketing efforts. So the problem that we see a lot of times is that you're just not getting enough lead flow for your business to expand the way that you want. You're not able to maximize not just the conversion rate, but your marketing spend, right? And last month's webinar I did with Adam Bensman, the roof strategist, we talked about the everywhere framework and how to turn one transaction into 10 deals, right? One job into 10 jobs. And that's really the solution to a lot of this, is how do we maximize our efforts in each of these areas, right? Whether it's how do you turn one customer into 10? How do you turn one website? How do you encourage that one website visitor to call you or increase that conversion rate? And really in roofing, there is a big investment in marketing, right? There's companies spending big money out there. And if you're a smaller company, you're trying to compete. If you're one of those larger companies, you're trying to maintain your market share with these investments. We're talking about, 3 to 8% of your gross revenue per year spent on marketing. And, for a, $10 million company that's spending, $500,000 on marketing, it's a big investment for your company, right? Is it, even more difficult when you're a $2 million roofing company and you got to spend, you're spending maybe $100,000, and that's a big hit to the bottom line if you don't do it correctly, if you don't optimize that. And so one of the things that we see happening often is that companies will start getting traffic, but to their websites, but that doesn't turn into the phone call that you need, right? It doesn't turn into the sales appointment. And without it turning into the sales appointment, it doesn't turn into a sale, and it doesn't turn into revenue for your business. And so you end up with this low return on investment in your marketing efforts. Anyone on the call, drop a 1 in the chat if you've had a marketing campaign that had a low return on investment. See some ones there. it happens, right? If you don't optimize it properly, if you don't really manage your marketing properly, you can end up with a low marketing, a low return on investment. And that's not the goal, right? Marketing is an investment and you want a good return on that investment. So, you fail because you don't generate enough leads for the investment. And then that leads to slower growth, right? It leads to having a kind of inhibiting the growth of your company. Or it inhibits just the revenue goals that you're trying to target, right? And so the first thing that we see is that you need a great site that's built to convert those website visitors into a phone call, right? Into a lead. And we're going to go through this a lot, in great detail today. And the reason why I say a great site built to convert is because that's where most people are going to visit you, right? Maybe they see an ad for you on Facebook and then they go and Google you. They see a yard sign in their neighborhood, they go and Google you, right? And they're looking at your website. They're looking at also at your Google My Business listing and your reviews online. They may look at your Facebook page and all of these things. But your website is kind of the center of all of that. And what we want to do is consistently convert visitors to callers and leads, right? Through all of your social media, SEO, blog content, any paid advertising strategies. And in converting that, that leads to that momentum and consistent growth. So, really success in your digital marketing efforts or in any marketing efforts is getting your phone ringing, right? Getting your salespeople closing, getting your crews business busy, and getting your business booming. So your website is the hub, right? As I mentioned, this is where everything kind of comes together, right? Everything comes together on your website. So, if you're doing some YouTube videos, or if you're doing anything you're doing online or offline, leads people to your website. So that's where the focus needs to be. So conversion rate optimization is so important. Let's just go over a little quick scenario, right? First scenario, let's say your website gets 500 visitors a month at a 5% conversion rate. That's 25 calls, right? At a 30% conversion rate from lead to sale, that's 7 jobs. Let's say you had a $2,500 average net profit, right? Not gross profit, net profit per job. That would lead to $17,500 in your pocket. But what if you could increase that conversion rate, right? Same number of visitors, increase the conversion rate. Now you have an increase of conversion rate from 5 to 15%. Now you have 75 calls, same 30% conversion rate on those leads. Now you have 22 jobs, $2,500 average profit. Now there's $55,000 in your pockets, right? Real recognized revenue. So triple the leads and triple the revenue by doing one thing and just optimizing that conversion rate. So can this really have an impact on your business? Of course it can, right? It's kind of a loaded question, rhetorical question. We started working with Prominent Construction back in 2015. And this was their website. It was not too bad, nice, clean little website, but it wasn't optimized for conversions. We rebuilt that website into a very optimized website, and we'll go through all of the different elements in a little bit. But that led to last year having them have 546 calls just from organic, right? From organic, and so that's that conversion rate on their website in action working. So why is getting a website built to convert important to you? Of course, it would be increased revenue, right? That's the main reason, the main focus for that. So now, how can we get your website to convert like that? That's the question that we'll be answering today. So the first thing we'll do is we're going to walk through all of the different elements that it takes to optimize a conversion, maximize your conversion properly. We have a free workbook that you can download that walks through some of these steps. So just went a little bit fast. Nikki, if you could drop that in the chat, roofermarketers.com/convert-workbook. This will go through all of these items in detail of what you can do there. So feel free to download that to get these things. We're going to start with the 10 critical elements to enhance conversion. There are 10 critical elements. So the first is to get the basics in order, right? You want your phone number in the upper right-hand corner. It has been tested, and we test all of our websites. We run a software called Crazy Egg on all of our websites, and that monitors where people's mouses go and click and eyes move and everything like that. And over the years, and it's not just our data, there's data all through the internet marketing sphere that your phone number being in the upper right-hand corner, it's where we read, right? We read from left to right, and our eyes are drawn to that area of the page. You want to have it very visible and well displayed. You want to ensure that there's easy access to an online web form, right? Make it easy for people, as easy as possible for them to give you their information. We want to add credibility, right? With authority symbols. Are you BBB? Are you, GAF Master Elite Contractor? Are you Angie's List Preferred, or anything that will give you credibility to that visitor of the website. We're trying to build trust. We want to ensure that you have clear calls to actions on each page. That way you speak to your ideal customer avatar. And we're going to go through ideal customer avatar a little bit later, and you want to tell them exactly what to do next. Schedule your free inspection here. Things like that. You want to use special offers that match the service that they are in need of. So if you have offers, are what get people to act a lot of times. And so if you have a special offer for, if you do metal roofing and asphalt shingle, maybe you have 2 different offers, and you have different offers on each of the pages. Make sure your website is mobile optimized with an easy click-to-call function. This one is overlooked so many times. Everyone's on their phone all day, every day now, So, and then having a multi-step contact form that encourage the customer to finish it. Most websites have these, really long, intricate forms, and they want all kinds of information for you. That's reducing the conversion rate, right? That's inhibiting that customer from filling it out. They look at that big form and they're like, oh no, man, I'm not filling that out. I've seen forms with like 40 different things to fill out, check boxes for if you're looking for asphalt shingle or metal or, TPO, or like, how do people even know if they're looking for TPO or bitumen most of the time, right? Like a consumer, right? They don't even know what they're looking for. Make it easy for them to contact you. Start giving clients the options to book online or have the phone set up to automatically contact them, maybe having a chat feature on your website also. You want to speak to your customer avatar, right? That ideal customer. What are their fears and frustrations? Why should they choose you? You want to be real. You want to use authentic images of your team on the homepage and throughout the website. People buy from who they know, like, and trust. So that's, make sure that you show your company authentically on that website. Use video and multimedia elements to engage in different modalities. People love video. They'll sit and watch those videos, and those videos on your website will also help to increase the time that someone spends on your website, time on page, which is an SEO ranking factor. You want maybe a welcome video or a background drone video, videos for your services, video explaining why someone should contact you versus the competition. You want to leverage social proof. You want to showcase your online reviews prominently on the homepage with the review tools and have links to the reviews on your site. So what is the one element that will have the biggest impact on the results of your overall marketing efforts? It's optimizing for conversion, right? So let's take a look here. Let's take a look at an example. Let me take This is where we'll go in. So this is Prominent's website, and we'll just talk about this for a little bit and why the elements are placed where they are. So you can see here, you come to Prominent's website, schedule free estimate, call us now, schedule free estimate in the center here. You know, we're speaking to the consumer trusted Twin Cities roofing contractor. Some of this is done for SEO purposes, but their unique selling proposition, quality workmanship, excellent service. You can see we're bringing in those trust factors, as I mentioned, talking about how they're an elite local roofing company. They're experienced, licensed, preferred, insured, I'm sorry. But they have the best warranties in the industry. They have affordable, no money down, interest only financing, or no money, 0% interest financing options. We're bringing in the authenticity of the brand, right? We're bringing in video and multimedia, again, asking for that call to action. If you're not asking for the business, you're not going to be in business, right? So make sure that you're asking on all of your services or every opportunity that you get. Talking about why homeowners choose them, right? We want to build an experience where people start that trust factor, right? Bringing in those reviews. And those are some of the things that help with the conversion factor. Again, this is another thing that we do. Different visitors are coming to your website from different places, right? Someone maybe you already did a sales presentation to, and they're just kind of looking more for your reviews. So that's why we have the reviews here. Someone else might just be coming in from a Google search, and they're going to call you here. So a lot of that is based around those factors of we're trying to encompass every way that someone might be looking at the website. So I got this from Robert Howell, the Mighty Dog Roofing, so we'll go over that. If you would like me, Ben or Donnie or Jason or Brandon, if you wanted me to take a peek at your websites and we could walk through and look at the conversion rate elements of this. So Mighty Dog, going for the cartoon look. I like it. I like it. I like the brand authenticity of it. This right here, is this a click to call? So you have a vanity number, which is easy here. Yep, you got it set up for click to call, find a location, Greensville or Charlotte. So I like that you have your phone number right prominently displayed here. I don't see any other options to schedule a free estimate, right? So when we look at Prominence, we also include a schedule free estimate button here and here. So you have a lot of unused space on your website here. So it would be very easy to pull in, like a call to action here in the middle. I think that would be very helpful for you. Find a location. Let's see how you have your location structured. All right. So do you have your trucks wrapped in this like with the same kind of cartoon fashion? That looks like a graphic arts job. That I don't know if that's your real truck or not, but is that your real truck? Is that an actual truck wrap, or is that something that a graphic artist did and wrapped it on there, Robert? Real truck. Nice. I like the branding. So your branding is going to stand out in your market 100%. I love the way that you did that. Learn more, certainty who we are, get a free estimate here. Let's take a look at your free estimate form. Oh, that button's not working. So make sure that that you're doing that. Free estimate, easy stuff here. Just asking for phone, email, phone, select a service, not bad. Easy stuff, making it easy, right? That's what we're doing here. Maybe a contact form. So I'd like to see this moved up a little bit. You got a lot going on in the header area that this is called the fold. So the bottom of this page is the fold. You don't want to make people scroll to hit your highlights, right? So that's one of the things that you're missing up here, right? You could bring a lot of this up up here, maybe fade that background out a little bit and have it sitting over the top of it, things like that. Zip code, email. I want to, like, this is where it starts getting into a little bit longer form. You could Omaha, Nebraska. Okay, you guys are doing a front. So here's what I'm not understanding the clearly is like on the, okay, so corporate is in Omaha, but then find a location, you have Greenville and Charlotte, but you don't have your Omaha location in there, right? So if somebody is coming in from Omaha, how would they know to look at that? So that might be a little odd there. Also, your website isn't optimized for SEO at all. So that's another webinar, but we can we could talk about that a little bit. You don't have proper title tags. It's only your brand. It should be your keyword that you're focusing on, your brand and the location. Let's see if you're doing it on the location pages. Let's take a peek at Charlotte. Just doing the brand again. So roofing in Charlotte. Let me see what kind of element that's in. That's in your H1 tag. So roofing in Charlotte is okay. Someone typing in roofing, that's a little bit less commercial intent than roofing company, roofing contractor, or roofer. So, roofing, someone could be looking for shingles, to buy shingles, right? So that might be as far as from that aspect. I do like the uniqueness of the brand. How long have you been using the kind of the cool cartoon, the cartoon branding, Robert? About a year. Okay, cool. And are you focused on your digital marketing a lot right now, or are you focused on that offline marketing? Both. Cool. So you got some work to do on the SEO side, especially if you're going to do franchising and setting up multiple locations for each company. I see Ben is on here from Gangloff. Let me let's take a peek at Gangloff here. So lots of work that needs to be done on your guys' site. Of course, it's just old, right? This is just an old website that hasn't been updated in a long time. You do have your phone numbers here all across the top. We like to separate those out onto the different location pages because your website won't rank in all of those locations for the same thing, right? To rank in York and then over in Hanover and things like that might be a little bit difficult. So lots of work to be done here, kind of hiding the phone number a little bit here. I want to show you an example, and I don't want to be, this is a site that I was looking at not long ago, and I want to show you kind of some examples of what a lot of people do. They put this free estimate or something like that, just one button. Well, where do you see a phone number, right? This is kind of an example of, I hate when people play hide and seek with their phone number. It's a very difficult thing. For as a consumer, you want to make it as easy as possible. Let's see what your site looks like on mobile there. I'm going to check that out. So again, now when we're on mobile, you have the call up here, but that scrolls away, right? So let me show you what we do on mobile. So this tap to call now button, Robert, that's going to help you out a lot, right? That will stay with the page as someone is scrolling. So you want to look into that. And I would get this, like, get a free inspection, maybe up here. This could be hovering around these people talking right here, right? And then find your local roofer. Let's see what you got going on here. So no location found. So it's enter your zip code. Let's see where you at. Charlotte. I don't know a good zip code out there, but let's see here, 28105. Let's see if that'll pop one up. 28105. No location found. So that's in Charlotte. Charlotte, right, was one of the locations. Yeah. So what's Greenville's? So maybe that functionality isn't working properly. I'm not sure. But yeah, a lot of stuff going on. I would bring it up towards the top of the page more so people can get, get to that access to that information above the fold. Let's see who else is on here. Let's take a peek. Let's see. Jason. All right. Any questions, Robert? Like, any feedback? What do you think about, I mean, it's difficult when you're doing a multiple location kind of situation. It's difficult to structure that out. Here's Brandon's. All right, take a look at Brandon's. I'll show you some ideas for multiple locations too. So I like Fizel's website here. I don't like the galleries anymore because what's happening is you're moving stuff out of the way, right? Like, so now it's all of a sudden I had a schedule free estimate button there and now I'm like, oh, where'd it go? Now learn more. Now, oh shoot, there's an offer, full roof replacement scheduled now. So I don't like the galleries. I would stick with one offer and make it stick to your homepage. And then, for example, that James Hardy siding stuff can go on the James Hardy, on like a James Hardy page. Is that where you got it? Yeah, home exteriors, James Hardy, right? Again, you're missing out on a great opportunity in the above the fold space here. I like that you have the schedule free estimate button here. I would get this font up a little bit higher font. You guys also have multiple locations, so let's see how you're handling that. Columbus Roofing Company, cool. Got the Ohio State, really working on that brand, on that local recognition on that one for sure. I bet that converts, right? Yeah, I like that. Still schedule free estimate, nice and clean. Yeah, so the only thing I don't like is the gallery flipping through. I would guess if you tested it as one specific thing for the homepage, and not that you couldn't drop like something down below, make it come down below for some of these other things, but I would lead with an offer like this, the 10% off full roof replacement. Lead with your offer, James Hardy siding. The other thing that you're missing out here is from an SEO perspective. These are, let's see what kind of tags these are. These are sitting in a div tag. It's not even a, so let's see where your header tag is. So, span H3. So you don't have a strong header tag on your page, which is going to hurt your SEO efforts. So your roof repair, roof installation. Okay, I'd like to see your service area. So each of your locations is going to be so you don't have to optimize your homepage to a specific location. You can just keep these optimized to each of those locations. Let me see if you got that. Yep, Columbus Roofing Company, cool. Cincinnati Roofing Company, your top company in Cincinnati, top roofing company, perfect. So that's good in that regard. So then you're tying these into all of your Google My Business listings, I'm assuming, Brandon, so that when someone in Cincinnati, they're getting directed to this Cincinnati roofing. So still skin boom. So it looks better on the location pages. I like that. Let's look at the roof replacements. Authentic images, I like that. Talking about walking the customer through exactly what you're trying to do, right? Request a free estimate, receive a personalized estimate, decide what's right for you. So you're explaining the process to them. Nice. Got some multimedia going on. Watch our video. Keeping people on the page. Keep those people on the page. Nice. Good stuff. So yeah, I would get rid of the flipping through. That's about the gist of that. For Ganglov, you guys just need you really need to just update your website to a new to the modern kind of style of websites. Any questions about what I kind of went through for you guys, Brandon or Robert or anyone? Go back to my participant list. Helpful to look at it. Sometimes it's helpful to look at it, right? And kind of see. I like the Better Business here, 24/7. That's the Greenville location. Robert, do you guys have an office in Omaha? Okay, all right. So your locations are Greenville and Charlotte. It's just the franchise office is in Omaha, I'm assuming, something like that. You might want to keep that separate also. Like I had these guys on my podcast. Had these guys on my podcast. They have a franchise model also. Honest Abe Roofing, if you've heard of them. I know they were doing a lot of different stuff, but find it. So then they have their locations broken up, but then they have, so this would be their kind of their website that they're focusing on, right? For the consumer facing. You could see that they're not talking about the franchise opportunity there. I think it's roofingfranchise.com or something. Let's see if they pop up. Honest Abe Roofing franchise, right? So they have a separate website for the franchise instead of the consumer facing site. So that might be some ideas for you too, is to separate that out, because a consumer coming to the site isn't looking for franchising. Way too national team. Okay, so this is the franchising page. I was like, whoa, that's a lot of information here, but cool, man. Best of luck to you. That's a fun thing to do. That's a lot of work in building out a franchise. That's for sure. All right, let me head back to the slide deck. Well, all right. We also have another guide that you can download. It's kind of a cheat sheet with all of these elements. Nikki, if you could drop that in the chat. You will have to put in your name and email address. By registering for this webinar, you're already in our database, but you'll just get access to it. But this is another just kind of a quick overview sheet that's more graphical in nature than the other one. So now let's talk a little bit about, and we could go back to your guys' websites in a little bit too and look at this stuff, but in regards to this, but it's kind of a saying, if you could see through Joe Jones' eyes, then you can sell what Joe Jones buys, right? So we want to make sure that we're dialed in and focused on what our ideal customer is looking for. So in that, we're working on what we call an ideal customer avatar. And each ideal customer avatar is essentially a profile of your perfect customer, their pains and frustrations, their goals and desires, their fears and implications, and their dreams and aspirations. Now, for each of you, you're going to have a different customer avatar. If you have a residential retail homeowner, that is a specific customer avatar. Another customer avatar may be a storm damage restoration customer. I saw who was it here? Ben, you guys do, it looks like you guys do a lot of commercial work. So you're going to have a customer avatar for maintenance. You're going to have a customer avatar for replacement, right? So you can have multiple customer avatars in your business. If you do metal roofing and asphalt shingle, you may have a different customer avatar for each of those. We have a client now that is one of the approved Tesla roof providers. That is a whole different customer avatar, right? You're not speaking to that consumer the same way that you would speak to someone looking to just get a quick roof replacement or doing an insurance claim. So in speaking to your perfect customer avatar, we want, here's an example of one, right? This might be like the retail, your retail roof replacement customer avatar. Maybe they must be a homeowner, right? They're over 35 years of age, typically female, occasionally male, married with 2 to 3 kids. Head of household, $65,000 plus an annual income. That'll vary depending on the market that you're in, right? They're family oriented, reliable, easily frustrated. They like to, please people, and they expect to be pleased in return. That's a big factor, right? Maybe they live in certain suburbs in your markets, upper middle class neighborhoods, and they take an interest in their community. Some of their pains and frustrations are that their roof is damaged or aged and needs replacing. They need to get someone out immediately or to inspect or get a quick estimate. They need to get the roof issue resolved. They're too busy to deal with it. They're worried that the situation at the house could be too costly or cause permanent damage to their home. Those are their pains and frustrations. Now their fears and implications of those fears are being ripped off or overcharged. I bet you've never come across a customer that is worried about getting ripped off by a contractor, right? They're worried about paying too much for something that they could have gotten elsewhere for the same price. They're worried about having their home damaged by faulty workmanship. They're worried about having to wait around for the estimator to come out and arrive at the home. Are you even going to show up today? Contractors don't have the best reputation, right? Being inconvenienced trying to coordinate with the company, or the bill might be more than they can afford, right? And so their goals and desires are to get the roof fixed or replaced and have the issue behind them, having a well-kept home. And having that well-kept home is because they're trying to take care of their family. And they want to take care of their family in other ways. They want to have more income, live in a nicer, more luxurious home one day, maybe drive a nicer car, keep the kids healthy, happy, and safe, spend more time with their family, travel, have some fun, respect. They want respect and approval from their friends, family, and relatives. So they want to be able to say, I made a good decision here, right? And they want that peace of mind that they've done the right thing. And so you want to focus on messaging that works for each of those perfect customers. So an estimate in may say, we will deliver a full estimate to you in 24 hours, or we have affordable financing options. You saw that on the Prominent site, 0% interest financing. You have a trustworthy and experienced team, right? Making sure that you're conveying that to them. You have lifetime warranties, or you're local to the area. If you do storm damage restoration work, that's an important factor to a lot of these homeowners, that you're going to be here 5 years from now for that warrant if I need that warranty work. So here's some examples of that, right? We're speaking to the ideal customer on Prominent site. They're an elite local roofing company, experienced, licensed, insured. They have the best industry warranties. They have affordable financing options. We know their ideal customer. We're bringing in that authenticity of their brand, right? Being authentic and real. People buy from who they know, like, and trust. Like I didn't see it on any of your guys' websites that we looked at, but I see it a lot. That guy with the bright yellow hard hat, nice button-up shirt, shiny white teeth holding the hammer. That is not authentic. That's not real. It's overused in these, in marketing. Again, leveraging that video and multimedia. We saw some good examples of that on your guys' site. Leveraging social proof. Using special offers that match the services that they're interested in, right? Specific offers for different things. Who was it there? Was it Ben or Brandon? Brandon, like on your site, the specific offers were scrolling through. They weren't specific to the different pages that they were visiting, like we said with the James Hardy, an offer being on the James Hardy page versus the homepage, things like that. Of course, limited time discounts, right? We want to give them a reason to call today. Free shingle free upgrade to an architectural shingle, whatever that is. I saw someone, I think it was you, Brandon, that had like a spring special 10% off kind of thing. That's a great thing to do. Making sure it's mobile friendly. I didn't go through a couple of them to see if they were mobile friendly. Let me, I didn't look at yours, Brandon, to see what it looked like on mobile, I don't think. Let's see what. All right, see how that flips around in there? Okay, so you got your schedule free inspection, but that disappears. That's a schedule inspection button, but I don't think that people will really recognize that on mobile. So again, for you, that call to action, tap to call now button would be really, really helpful. Of course, we know what mobile is now, right? It's kind of self-explanatory. Billions of people use their mobile devices all the time. 3 out of 5 consumers search for local businesses on their smartphone. And Google reports that 46% of mobile consumers turn to a competitor site with a bad mobile experience. Google has been working on this for many years. It's called mobile first indexing. And so they're actually indexing the mobile version of the pages first. And that is going into effect in the next couple of months, formally going into effect in the next couple of months. So for Ben there, because your site is not optimized for mobile, Google's going to have issue with it, really, right? That click to call, make it easy for them. Have easy multi-step contact forms. Let me show you what I'm talking about there. Like when we do schedule free estimate here, we're making it easy as possible for the consumer, right? Schedule your estimate in 15 seconds. Repair or replace your existing roof. Enter your zip code. Enter your name. Enter your email address. Enter your phone number, right? Very easy to do, and especially on mobile, right? Getting your fingers into all of those steps on, let's see how your form is here. That's your schedule free estimate form. Where is it? Okay, now it's saying select a city. Okay, so you have this calendar, but now on my mobile phone, this looks very strange on my you know what I mean? Like, and do I know if I even want to schedule an inspection yet? It's not giving me an option to call, things like that. So these are very important, easy multi-step forms. The key ideas here are adding real authentic images of your team, as we spoke about, adding video elements, showcasing your online reviews. Let's see how you guys were doing on that. Didn't really look. Let's see if you're showcasing your reviews. Good video. I like the video aspect of it. I wonder what your page speed is like, but yeah, showcasing your reviews is going to be a big thing for you guys here. And I would guess you guys have a good amount of reviews with all of those locations, right? 55 in the Parma location, 309 reviews, 48, 131, 255. Like, show those reviews, build that trust. Be a great opportunity for you to improve that. Get the basics in order. Phone number in the upper right-hand corner. Ensure there's a web form that's visible. Update the calls to actions on your pages. Leverage offers that match that page. Add live chat. I saw you guys all had live chat. I think a couple of you had live chat. So what else do you think, that you can do to optimize, or do you feel like your website is optimized for conversions? There's always little tweaks and tricks that we can do, and making them a little bit better. But give me your feedback. What let's talk about this. Let's do, we like to do action steps. So now that you have an idea of the sites that we went through and on your own sites and looking at that, which of the following should you implement in your business now that will have a positive effect on your conversion rate? So Ben or Robert or Brandon, what do you think you're going to implement in the next 30 days or coming up? What insights did you get that were helpful, that allowed you to that you think you might implement? Tap to call button. Look at how the calendar displays on mobile. Yeah, you got to make sure that everything displays well on mobile. It's it's an inconvenience, and we're so used to, Amazon ruined us, right? Amazon ruined us with the buy now button. It's at your door in 2 minutes, 2 days at the most. Now sometimes 1 day. You pop on your phone, you get what you want, right? It's such it's that Staples easy button, right? Like, whatever you need is right there. Robert, what are you thinking, right? Talking about, does it speak to your target customer? You had a little miscommunication there, right? You're speaking to the consumer, but you're also speaking to the franchisee, right? So clearly defining that might be helpful in that regard. We'll see. I'd be interested to see how your branding goes with that. So action items, what are you going to implement? We do this to help you guys, make improvements in your roofing business. Our mission is to help roofing contractors generate more revenue through their digital marketing efforts. And so we do that in a couple of different ways. We do that through our digital marketing agency, where we do the work for you. And we do that in our in these educational series like this. Feel free to drop any other questions that you have in chat, even if it's not specifically related. If it's something digital marketing related, I'd be happy to talk about it also. Write down your action items. If you'd like help creating a larger than life appearance online to become that best known roofer in your market to your perfect customer, feel free to give us a call, schedule an appointment with us. Go to our website, roofermarketers.com. Anyone listening to the Roofing Success podcast, this is where we interview successful roofing contractors and get insights into how they have found success. Also, some other industry leaders, coaches, and consultants to the industry. I get great feedback on it. Also, you can join our Facebook group. Just go to Facebook and type in Roofing Success, and we can have conversations there. Follow us on Instagram. Check out our YouTube channel. We're always putting out content that we feel is helpful to help you guys generate more revenue through your digital marketing efforts. I don't see any other questions coming in. I appreciate everyone's time today. Let us know if we can help you in any way, and we'll talk to you soon. Have a great day.